right, excuse me. Yesterday I showed you the main construction for Granny's chair. In that construction I had a basket that was going to simulate traveling from one floor to another at a 30-degree angle. I had one motor driving that. I was using a chain drive, and then I had 3 digital switches. I had a push button on the chair, and then I had a trigger switch on each side of the chair that is going to hit a stop when it gets to the first floor or the second floor. And so I'm going to show you how I think you should set up the program for Granny's chair. And I say think because, well, I haven't tried this yet myself. But anyway, here I am in Robot C for VEX Robotics, and I'm going to start from the ground up. I'm going to go to Platform, VEX 2.0, and Platform Natural Language PLTW. I'm going to go Open Sample Program, and I'm going to look for the PLTW folder, and I'm going to open the PLTW template. I'm going to put in project title, Granny's chair, excuse me, team members, that's me, include anyone involved in the project. I know as we get to the end of the trimester, things have changed. Today is, for me, it's the 13th, and my planning period is 5th. Task description. Grandma pushes a button on her chair to move from one floor to the other. Pretty simple, right? I don't like how that wrapped around. Let me put my cursor there and hit enter. Try and keep everything in one screen. So Grandma pushes a button on her chair to move from one floor to the other. And what I'm going to look at in here is I'm going to do an Intel bump, start motor, Intel touch, that's going to be our stop switches, stop motor, and in parentheses I'll put repeat forever. Those are some terrible parentheses, are they not? Let me fix that. Repeat forever. Alright. So Intel bump, start motor, Intel touch, stop motor. Sounds a lot like the spinning sign. So I'm going to go to Motors and Sensor Setup. Starting with motors, I'm just going to call this the drive motor since I'm only using one. It's a VEX 393. I will apply that. And digital sensors, I'm going to have 3 touch sensors. I'm going to have push button. This is the one that Granny controls. I'm going to have trigger switch 1, capital S for switch, and trigger switch 2. So one will be on one floor, one will be on the other. And I'm going to apply and OK. So I have 4 things, 4 values here. I have my push button, 2 trigger switches, and a drive motor. I'm going to come over here in my text functions. I'm going to expand control structures and natural language. And I'm going to put in a repeat forever, just like what we use on the spinning sign. Excuse me, sooner or later I will get this out. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that again so it's not in the way. So our code is going to go in the body here. So I'm going to do movement and Intel. I'm going to do Intel bump. I'm going to do start motor, Intel touch, and I'm going to do stop motor. And I have to do 2 sets of this. So let's set this first one up first. Push button with a capital B. Delay time 1. Motor port is going to be drive motor. Speed, we want it to be pretty slow. We don't want to kill Grandma as she flies up the stairs. And until touch, we'll try trigger switch 1 first. And this stop motor is going to be drive motor again. Now, I am only guessing. My positive value and my trigger switch 1 might not go together. One might have to be negative, or one might have to be trigger switch 2. So we're still at the experimentation stage, but I'm going to copy this block of text. I'm going to paste it down here, and I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to make this negative, and I'm going to make this trigger switch 2. And let's compile this. All right, so we have no mistakes in here. I don't know if this should be positive or negative right here, and I don't know if this should be positive or negative right here. One is going to definitely be opposite of the other, but until I download this program, I do not know if I have them in the right place. So I'm going to save that for another time because I want you to do a little troubleshooting on your own, kind of some exploration with this program. If you're in a group and somebody's been building the elevator and it's your turn to step up and do the programming, here's your opportunity right here. Just remember, we filled out our description for the project title, we did our task description, we did our pseudocode, we put in our motors and sensors, and then we brought our code in. And as you can see, it's not a lot of code. If we have the right values in, this should be all there is to it. We might have to go back and do some editing, but we'll have to save that for another time. So until next time, good luck.